We're 5 days away from the July 20th primary. With so many choices in the 7th District Congressional race, GBC News wanted you to meet some of the candidates. Wildly popular, Congressman John Linder announced earlier this year he would be retiring after serving the 7th District for nearly 18 years. Competing for Linder's spot in the primary, unopposed Democrat Doug Heckman and 8 Republicans: Clay Cox, Rob Woodall, Jody Heiss, Chuck F. Strachan, Jeff Fincher, Ronnie Grist, Tom Parrott, and Tom Kirby. Back in 2008, Heckman opposed Linder, losing with 38% of the vote. Being the only Democrat in a highly conservative district, Heckman's strategy:
we've seen increasing partisanship up in D.C. You've got the party you know on one side and you got the majority on the other side, and very few people are reaching across the aisle to find sensible solutions. And I want to help in bringing about sensible solutions up in D.C.
Republican opponent Jody Heiss recently grabbed attention with his billboard saying, "Had enough of Obama's change," the C representing a symbol of Soviet communism. Being the lone Democrat, Heckman says,
"But it's a heck of a way to campaign and certainly a heck of a way to lead. I just think it's negative campaigning at its worst."
Former pastor Heiss defends his billboards, saying they represent Obama's socialist policies that are destroying America's free enterprise system. One legacy soon to be left behind by Congressman Linder: the fair tax bill. Supported by nearly every Republican in the 7th District, Heiss says while he supports fair tax, he's concerned.
The way that the rate after 1 year goes to the, as far as right now looking at 23%. After 1 year, that is determined by whoever is president. And, I think there's some possible issues right there that need to be concerned with. There's always always issues that can be tweaked in any bill. And so some of those we'll wait and see, but overall, the consumption tax is the way to go to abolish the IRS and all these other taxes that are so confiscatory and destructive.
Republican candidate Rob Woodall co-wrote the Fair Tax book with Congressman Linder. Serving nearly 10 years as Linder's chief of staff, some are calling Woodall a Washington insider.
It's the first time I've ever run for elected office. My service to this district over the last 10 years means I know this district.
Woodall's goals, if elected:
being able to put a stop to the advance of the left and to be able to start to roll the clock back on some of those Obama initiatives. I've been there. I know how to make that happen, and I'm not going to lose a single day to training along the way.
Unlike the 7 other Republican contenders vying for the 7th District seat, candidate Chuck F. Strachan isn't making campaign promises, he's making commitments.
To never vote for a tax increase and to never support or advocate for an earmark. That sets me apart. Also, I've committed to do 20 town hall meetings in the district in person every year. And that will make sure that I'm hearing from the electorate, that I understand what problems are facing Gwinnett County and the 7th District, and that I stay in touch with where the needs are here in Gwinnett.
GBC News reached out to the Clay Cox campaign for an interview. His staff took the request and never followed up. A flurry of handshakes, mailers, and speeches, July 20th is fast approaching with plenty of candidates competing to represent District 7. In Lawrenceville, Laura Holm, GBC News.